Hello, and I'm Dagger Artless Life. Sorry, I never get my videos because I don't have a very good setup and I can't be, but here I am, just in case you want to see me. It's a beautiful day in Ohio, but it's still pretty chilly. And today's reading is a twin flame read. I'm super excited. So I thought long and hard about how I want to do this, and I have 7 decks here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then this little guy here, 7. So we'll pull 11 cards for each of you. It'll be super cool. And my decks are, of course, already shuffled. I don't like to shuffle it on my table because I feel like it's super loud. And you have to, put up with all the vibration and stuff. If you would like to, get a personalized reading, let me know. My email address is em3dj3@gmail.com. I do them for $33.33. That's full read. And I'm offering on Etsy, you can get one question for $1.11 also. So that's like a pretty good deal. And I do a lot of 11/11 reads too. Let's see what we got. Okay. Moving right along. Ooh, get 2 right off the bat here. Oh, wait. This side's the DM. The masculine side gets lust. And I don't do reversals. These decks don't do them, so that's okay. All right, I'm already getting a picture here. Let me pull these ones real quickly. Oh, 2 here. This side. That one looks good. If you can hear any music in the other room, it's because the animals, we have kittens, and they sleep when I play music they like. These ones up here. So this will be the 8th card. And I was just going to let my intuition sort of guide me to let me decide which ones to pull for the rest of them. I'm going to look at my channel message here too. These are such exciting readings. By the way, subscribe to my channel and like this video because you really do not want to miss anything. I do so many cool things. I play guitar, I do yoga. I don't have any guitar videos on here right now. I'm an artist, but that stuff's mainly on the other social media. There's 9. I get 2 more. And I'm feeling the first deck here for one of them and then the numbers deck for the last one. Oh, that one came right away. Oh yeah, baby. Put that here. I broke down and got some allergy medicine today. Supposedly it's going to take a few days before it really, starts working, but maybe for the next couple weeks. But I don't like taking it all the time. I like to, kind of a naturalist. I'd rather just drink water and eat healthy if I can. Nutritious meals. We only want one. We'll take the top card here. Put the rest back. Let us begin with the reading portion for the twin flames. And right now it is April, the middle of April. Today's the 16th, but this is a timeless read and it's a general read also. There's a lot of twin flame couples out there, but I think if it finds you that it was meant for you. I'm going to start at the top because that's the way I laid them down. Over here, Divine Feminine. This is what she wants. She's maybe going through a little bit of struggles right now in her life, and she's feeling very emotionally unfulfilled. And this is what she's striving for and dreaming for. I mean, look at them in the picture here. And it's just cute the way that they're standing there. She wants her man, you know. Nothing else can really make her happy in the world. She's trying a lot of things. And she's happy for like momentary glimpses with this card. And she can find it and she can channel her flame partner. And this gives her hope. It gives her faith. It helps her work through this kind of stuff in her life and realize that she needs to make herself happy first before she can make her twin flame happy. But it's hard to do because over here on this divine masculine side, now we've got this guy. It's not always a man or woman. So if I ever call the divine masculine a he or a guy, and the divine feminine, just keep that in mind. A lot of us say that because it's just, it's how we kind of look at it, like to keep it straight for ourselves. But the DM, they're going through these tower moments. And with them in life right now, and I'm feeling a cycling here. This is coming up in many different areas, and it's probably being pushed by the feminine side because they're staying balanced and they're doing this work. And with their flame, their ego stuff is getting to them, and they're working through some very disastrous situations, and that could be within themselves, even if they're not admitting it. But I'm going to say that because this Nine of Swords, that's that. On the main deck, it's kind of like keeping you up at night. It's the stuff that you don't want to deal with or admit to. And that's what this DM is going through. It's like with that card, it's almost like you're lying to yourself. But then when you go to sleep, your subconscious mind, it takes over. And I get a big sense here that this divine feminine, she's done all the work. She has, maybe not all of it because it's a never-ending thing, but you guys have to balance each other out forever. And when they're going through something, there's a residual effect for this divine feminine, where she deserves this happiness and this emotional fulfillment and to keep the hope. There's points in time when she needs her other half, and let's say, well, based on these next cards, that you're not getting them all the time or ever even right now. It's that moon card. It's that subconscious mind bringing you confusion, making you question things if you're the divine feminine. Don't worry. This card, it is coming with this one for sure. You're on the right path. Do not ever forget that. Because here we have the Seven of Pentacles. This is a card talking about how it's pentacles, it's the earthly stuff. Things in life don't always come that easily. It's a continuous job to continuously manifest what we are here to do on this planet. Now, let's look over here at the divine masculine, and it's this one. They want to hold on to everything that they do have already. So they might not be in a situation where life seems that horrible, but then they're being presented with these horrible realities and truths that they're having to make changes from time to time with how they see things. But there's certain aspects that they're not willing to let go of because they worked really hard to get that stuff. Well, and she made two of these Nine of Wands, and I have to admit to you, with this one, it's clear cut to them. They already know. Their passions and their desires, with the wands here, that element of fire, it keeps culminating. It keeps throwing it in their face. And if it was the colored version, I wouldn't say it was so clear cut, but they do know what they need, and they need their flame. Down here, we have this peace that comes when you guys both begin to communicate and you're telling each other this is what's going on with me, this is what's going on with you, and that helps you guys stay balanced. It brings peace for both of you, and that's what the feminine is she's really reaching for. With this, that's also kind of like what that last card for the masculine was too. It's a truth that they already know. Oh my gosh, because they cannot stay balanced without their counterpart. See the yin and the yangs here? And this is that adapting. Do you know how hard it is to adapt to life and to somebody else's chakra system and somebody else's inner child work and the other half of your soul when you're not communicating with that person? Well, what we have going on the masculine side is they lust over you. This is kind of like the Judgment card because it's number 11 too, though, and they could almost feel really guilty that they're attracted to you. Let's say that they are in a relationship with a soulmate or a karmic partner at this point in time and not with you, in some of your cases anyways. It makes them maybe feel a little guilty with this card, and they're judging themselves. And that, it brings them to this 8 of the swords, the information, and it's so frustrating for them because they know that whatever relationship they're in, if that was the case for you guys, because this is a general read and whatever, take what's for you and what resonates, or if you guys are, let's say, not together or not communicating, maybe for some of you, they know that's just, they're throwing in some interference because they're not facing up to their job as a twin flame. But I love the way that the feminine here, you've got it all balanced out. You know your twin flames, and you know what you need to do to balance out and manifest the life that you want. You've got the knowledge and the material ability to connect and to serve out your purpose on this planet. So the next card for the Divine Feminine is the 3 of Cups. Now, this is kind of where it's leading and where it's going, and you may be getting some emotional collaboration from your flame very soon here, and it's going to grow. You know, it's fertily going to get a lot stronger and a lot stronger because we have this another cup, the cleansing, healing waters. Whatever you're doing, it's cleansing and healing them, and you're really going to be celebrating, and you're going to be super excited and so proud of everything, and it's going to feel so good, and you know, bring a lot of all those emotional feelings that you were lacking. You're gonna, you know, it's gonna be an overflow almost, but there's still some more work to be done, and that's what you can be expecting. And here on the masculine side, we've got 10 Pentacles. Okay, what they would like to see happen in this lifetime is to get together with you and, you know, grow old, and this is that legacy card. They know that's why they're here, and they'd love to manifest it, but they've got some other people or some other situations or some other personal obligations of some sort kind of holding them back. But in their mind, that's where they would like to take it. That's where it's heading. And then we've got the Chariot energy coming in on the masculine side. And so this is really balancing them out. So whatever energy stuff you're throwing, like, you know, you're obviously connected all of the time and sharing your energy, it's working. You are channeling their energy to match yours to balance themselves out, but it's probably pushing a lot of these harsh things and realities and situations that they may be going through right now, in fact, for them. And it's really making them realize they do want to be with you. I mean, there's just so many sort of negative cards if you look at them in one way over here on the masculine side, but everything over here on this feminine side, it's so balanced. And there's so many emotions over here that you're doing it right. Just keep on doing what you are doing. This is a channeled message for the Divine Feminine, and it says, sometimes I wonder if you know all my secrets. It's almost as if I can sense you there, reading my mind and hearing all my thoughts. And that's because you two are communicating constantly and always. But when you're not getting a response from your counterpart, it's very confusing to you. You think, I feel like I'm communicating with them, but like I don't know if they're not telling me. That's what this card says. With actual words, you need some verification, and that's what's causing a little bit of this emotional flux or confusion. You know what's right, you know how to get it, and you're going to get it because this is the 2 of Cups. And 222 could be a very big number for you, Divine Feminines, with this reading, because we had 2 swords, 2 pentacles, and now we have 2 cups. I always think those cards look like 11s as well. I'm looking at the other numbers here. And the Moon card makes me feel like it could be happening, and I know it sounds silly to say, but like in a fortnight, right? And sometimes I think of that as 2 weeks, or, you know, 1 month. The cycle of the moon is 1 month, so that can be different for everyone. But this is, you know, they're going to make that contract. They're going to let you know how they feel. And for some of you, it may just be a 5D thing, but it's going to bring a lot of emotional, like, you can just rest at ease now once you understand and know for sure that that's what they do wish to have coming for them in the future. And it's just because you don't have to talk to them all the time in some of these situations with some of the people. In some cases, it's just that you want to know. It would make you feel better if they just told you one more time, so you knew you weren't alone. Okay, and then for the divine masculine, the channeled message is, you have every quality I admire in others. Sometimes I cannot believe someone as perfect as you for me was ever created. And there you go. I'm sorry about my allergies. Okay, so like over here, I had been saying that I feel like this masculine is attached to some other people, some other places, some other situations, and they're in a spot where they can't really, or they're not ready somehow to come and be with you yet, but they're thinking of you for the future, and it tears them apart sometimes, and they're not be able to meet their own needs and, you know, desires in life, period, without you, and they're not going to manifest what they want without you, and they know that, and it irks at them because, like, every time they're with somebody else, or every time they're doing the stuff that they're doing that's keeping them away from you, they're literally thinking in their mind, oh my gosh, if this was her instead, then it would be so much different. And I'm saying that because the next card for the masculine is the King of Swords. So he is the master of the information. He's just not telling anybody. This King of Swords, and it's not gender specific, by the way. They feel like they are needed by other people to take care of them. Then they feel like those people, and this can be friends, family, it can be associates at work, they think they wouldn't be able to do it without them. And that's what's holding them back. And you're ready to go, and it's where it's heading. And they're going to tell you because you are their kingdom, you are their family, you are their twin flame. Nobody can compare to you in any way. Last, let's look at these number cards. And for the Divine Feminine, this is what the gypsies used to put them on standard decks. And I just absolutely love that. They would draw the pictures and they'd be able to do their fortunes that way because they didn't have access to a lot of tarot cards and things like that, especially back then in, you know, the United States when you were traveling. Number 5, the tree, good health. This card, you know, it's the fulfillment of your highest hopes, and that's what's coming for you. But you need to get out there in nature. When you are outside, and it reminds me of that tree of life, which I absolutely love, because this has been coming up a lot for me lately. And many of the readings that I'm doing, people, not just this card, I mean, our conversations go to the tree of life, and we show each other our jewelry of our tree of life and all of that. So this is what keeps you, you know, vitally able to draw in your counterpart. And you might not realize how much it's doing you some good just to get out there into nature. And that's such a card about, like, go hug a tree. I love hugging trees, but I'm a nerd. But go sit in nature, and you'll be picking up on all the messages that your flame's trying to hide from you, if that's what's going on in your situation. And that's why this Divine Masculine's energy showed up this way. And I would like you guys also to, by all means, when you watch these readings, because it's a general read, and I can't pick up specifically on you guys when I do it like this, you might want to, you know, watch it again and consider yourself as, if you're the Divine Feminine, consider yourself as the Divine Masculine, and listen to all of those points and, like, reverse the roles, because you guys are one, and it's such a constant flex and flow, and all of these things can be happening for both of you all of the time. It can be so in and out and back and forth that it might make a whole lot of sense if you listen to it both ways. But over here on this DM side, their number is 27. This one is the dog, and this represents true friends. True friendship, just like your little doggy is, right? And I really feel strongly there that there's people in their lives that, you know, they might think I'm going to be with this person, or, you know, whatever, however that works out for them. But they always go back to you because you're the only one who's always stuck with them through thick and thin, through forever, since you guys realized this connection was what it is. And I'm sure in some of the cases, you just have to think about how a dog loves unconditionally and how the dog needs to go out and to be into nature. So that's how it's connecting for me here. You have what the cards are, what they need. If a parent has a pet, they have to take them out into nature, and then that pet loves them unconditionally. So this divine masculine is going to come back to you forever and ever and ever. And it looks like this divine feminine has her stuff together, and she's always going to be there waiting. And whatever that entails for you guys in your relationship, there will be deals made, and it's going to satisfy your emotional needs. But it won't be the same for all of you. Some of you, it will be a reunion because it's just the urge is too strong and they can't stand not telling you. And they're always dreaming of you. And you don't even know if they hear what you're saying, but they do. It's 5D communication, and don't ever question it. Okay, these cards are beautiful, and I'm really thankful that you watched this movie. If we just remain in that energetic vibration, as you can tell, like, it just makes me vibe high to do these reads because I love the twin flame scenario, and I can really fully connect with it. So just stay thankful that you were put on this planet in this situation with this person, and even if it seems so hard when you're not together, you have to consider what they're going through, whichever side it works out for you. It's a constant flux, that DF and DM stuff. When they're struggling with their root stuff, which is where they are, that's their stronghold, you know, like they kind of go up here to the top and to the side of the chakras and everything, and they flee it because they don't want to do the work. You're already up here at the top, and you pick up on that, and you have to go down into your lower chakras, and you have to fix it for them. And you don't even understand why you're going through some of this stuff. It's because you're working through stuff for them. And they're able to, when they sneak away up to the top, pick up on some of the stuff from your higher chakras that you're not even noticing. So they're going through the same thing. And this really was really balanced that way. And it's just a constant state of flux. It's very confusing, but you have nothing to worry about, twin flames. You're here on this planet in just the right timing. Trust me on that one. We're all reuniting in this lifetime. Okay, so stay grateful, stay thankful, and just realize that we're all blessed to be here now. So much love and light and peace from me, MJ. I'm your Atlas to Life. If you would like to purchase a personalized reading, send me an email. And I'll put this up here real quick, and I know it's silly because it's just like on my iPad, but I just think it's easy for you to see it. And then you can just, follow those prompts. But it's also, of course, listed in the description below. All right, stay bright. I love your vibes. Doing it for one love. Namaste. See you next time. Peace.